The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Melbourne taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson. Open man is Flowers. He's got him. He is out of bounds right around the 34. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Mitchell now off the option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah, it's all about teamwork, son. Oh, yeah. All right, fellas, one more time.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
6, baby. Get 6. Get after him, offense.
And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Quick throw here to Johnston. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. But you look at this defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Open man is Duvernay. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, Jackson. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
He gets it to Johnston. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. Down to the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. The whole block.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Runs over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. What a reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Got a throw right right sideline is complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Tyree Wilson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
and this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's throws. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equal. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. In motion left is Beckham. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Nice little juke. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Right side, he has Johnston. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 17, Ravens 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, some strong running. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jackson on second down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not. Is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10. Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw again is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now Jackson. Eluding the... They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Shut them down. Make him feel it, baby.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down, Jacobs. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Finds Johnston.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, now, but how about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. A gutsy decision there, going for it on fourth, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's got it down to the 28.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that fly